What's going on, everybody? Brandon back again. I'm in my kitchen, as you can probably tell by the echo as well as the microwave behind me. If you haven't been able to tell I'm in the kitchen because of that, then we got some issues. But I'm here, I'm about to have some dinner. I figured I'd show you what I'm having and kind of just talk to you about some stuff. So here you can see the food. I have some shaved steak that you guys saw in my grocery pickup the other day. Some chopped romaine just on a flour tortilla. I'm gonna be putting some of this little guy on it, some of that Sweet Baby Ray's. Then on the side I have like this tomato and cucumber, what I call a salad, but it's just chopped up tomato and cucumber, and some honey mustard, some Bolthouse Farms. And then I have some extras here just to make more because this ain't just gonna do it. And I'm also watching Mr. Tuning on video called Is That a Girl? And I left a comment. I think of that every time I see one of your videos. But I'm sitting here. Let me kind of get you back in the picture if you know what I'm saying. And I've been saying, if you know what I'm saying, way too much, so I apologize about that. Let me see if I can drop you guys here. All right. Ugh. And you're too high, which is a problem that Wiz Khalifa has. If you know what I'm saying. Oh, let me get centered here. Look at that dome. Pretty aesthetic today. But I'm sitting here watching one of Max's videos, and I think it's a good kind of topic because he mentions in this video, which of course you guys should all go and watch, he mentions the fact that he's coming out to Rhode Island this weekend to train with myself, with Nick Wright, with Matty Fusaro, and with Bob from Olympus Iron, including Max. I'd say 5, but that's more of like a, I'll give you a nub. So it's four and a half nubs. Max is coming out here to train. It should be fun. We're gonna do some deadlifts, I think, on Saturday. I think Nick Reich is gonna max out. I don't really know what I'm doing. Typically I dead on Fridays. I'm gonna try to adjust my schedule just a little bit. I don't think any of them really want to squat, which is sad because I think my squat's the best out of all of them, although I think my deadlift might be higher than all of them right now. Not that that matters. It's just fun getting together and lifting with the boys. I'm gonna feel like I'm chaperoning as I think I'm like 10 years older than most of them, but that's okay. It should be fun, but one of the questions I get is about collabing with people and how come I don't do more of it. And to be honest, it's just not in my schedule. Now, I don't have the luxury like a lot of other people have to have supplement companies back you and send you to a lot of these expos. So the ones that do the most collabs are usually also the ones who are most affiliated with different supplement companies. And not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I just don't choose to go that route, mainly because I don't think anyone would really sponsor me as is right now, because if you watch my channel and you watch some of my supplement reviews, I pretty much bash almost every company out there just because they're filled with a bunch of crap and proprietary blends or stuff that hasn't been shown to actually do anything, and I don't want to have to give you a discount code. So I'm not exactly the best spokesman on that front, although it's nice because those companies fly people around to a lot of expos, and that being the case, they also get to meet up with a lot of other YouTubers, people in the fitness industry, talk to them, collab with them, and really grow their channel. So that's one of the downsides of kind of being a straight shooter, if you will. However, I'm sure I could start plugging some Isotori BioGrow. That is if there's any more room. It seems everyone and their mother is on board with Isotori these days, but they're flying people all over the place. But hopefully you guys pick up on the sarcasm there. I will not sign with anybody, nor will I consider it, really. Will I? Who knows? That's why I just push Tier 1. I like Tier 1, I like Citadel Nutrition. Maybe eventually they'll get to the point, hopefully, where they're big enough where they attend a lot of these shows. And speaking of Tier 1, if you guys follow me on Instagram, depending on when this actual video goes up until Friday, which I think is the 20th of June, I am running a contest on Instagram to win a Citadel Nutrition prize pack. All you have to do is take a picture of your shoe calf short combo that I'm kind of notorious for on Instagram, and I'll probably do some fancy editing where you see some examples on the screen right about now. But if you want to enter into this contest, all you have to do is take a picture like this, tag me in the actual picture itself, not just the description, tag me in the picture. That way when I look at my profile, all I see is pictures of myself as people's hairy calves and legs and all that other good stuff. But you can enter a chance to win just the prize pack. Just figured it'd be a fun way to do it, so definitely check that out. I should have another couple of giveaways coming up down the road. I'm still trying to figure out the logistics behind it, but I thought I'd update you. But seeing I've talked for almost 5 minutes and my food is sitting here and has not yet been eaten, don't you guys wish there wasn't a countertop there so you could see how I really stay big? But I'll catch up with you guys soon. I'm gonna eat, and while you're at it, buy BioGrow. Code in the description box below. Not serious. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again in the car. So it's the day after that last clip you probably saw. And today I'm going to go into the gym and I think I'm going to do some prowler pushes. Now we don't actually have a prowler in this gym, but it's something somewhat similar. It doesn't have the same handle setup where you can go high or low, but it's still basically pushing a sled. I'm going to do that only because I've been feeling very lethargic lately. Now between work, where I sit at a desk for like 8 to 9 hours a day, not to mention the hour drive each way into work, I do a lot of sitting, and I also do a lot of sitting when I'm poop, and I've been doing a lot of pooping and answer emails and all sorts of stuff, so I've just been feeling very inactive. So as part of that, I want to try to start working some conditioning back into my programming. However, I don't want to call it cardio because it's not like that. I just want to feel a little bit more explosive. So with powerlifting and traditional powerlifter body types, you think of these big burly guys with beards, which I'm trying to get that beard going. I'm not big and burly just yet. But also you think of someone who's not very active except for, you know, those 1 reps that they do in the powerlifting meets. And I really want to get some explosiveness, and I think maybe some of this conditioning will work. So I'm going to start today. I'm going to go a little bit easy and gradually try to introduce more to kind of get my overall activity level up. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to film. And if you see this, then you're likely going to see it because I wouldn't film this and then not film anything in the gym. So I don't know where I really went there. I'm just going to go in and get after it and start light today only because it's not something I've done anytime recently. I'm very out of shape cardiovascularly, and I'm sure that these are going to kick my ass, even though it might not look like that much or the weight's not that much. I'm still probably going to be feeling it the next day. So I'm going to go in and get to it, and you'll probably see more of this in the future. Okay, so as I mentioned, I was going to do some pushes, and that's what you're seeing. 1 set here out of 5 total ones that I did using 180 pounds. The nice thing with this sled is the fact that you can just take the handles off and either move it from front to back, so you don't have to swing it around, which is nice in a closed space like this, because when it comes down to it, I'm pushing it about 15 yards each way back and forth, so about a total of 90 feet. Definitely felt it in my quads. I also noticed that my gym picked up this new equipment to do farmer's walk, so I decided to go ahead and do a couple of sets of these. This is using, I think, 115 pounds. I'm assuming that these weigh probably 25 pounds each, the handles, and you're seeing 90 pounds on top of that. I did 3 sets of this, again, for 90 feet, and as I swing around here, you see I kind of get the momentum of the weights out of line as I start to shift to the side, but straightened out eventually, and it makes it look like I'm doing the walk of shame. But this was a pretty good workout overall. Again, not really used to it, so definitely some cardio work coming in. What I then did is I went to my friend's store, Gansett Wraps. So this is owned by my former roommate, one of my good friends. It's probably one of the best places in Wakefield, Rhode Island, or Narragansett to get a sandwich. So if you're in South County, I definitely suggest you come check it out. Here's just some of the stuff that they offer. When all the boys come down this week, and I think I'm going to take them here after we train, as it's very close to my gym, and I'm going to try to take you inside as well because my friend said it'd be fine. Plus it gives him a little bit of publicity. All right, back in the kitchen. I just got back from Gansett Wraps, as you guys saw. Now, I didn't take you inside for the most part, only because I'm planning on bringing all the boys there on Saturday. So again, earlier in this video, I probably mentioned everyone that's going to come up for a training session. And that restaurant that you saw right there is literally probably about half a mile from my gym. And it's run by one of my good buddies, my former roommate, and he does a kick-ass job making sandwiches. So I think I'm gonna take you inside when they come and make sure that they can do a taste test. So you know that is good as fuck. And I'm not just the only one saying that, but I wanted to show you what I got. I actually picked up something for Mrs. Campbell Fitness as well, which is over there. But here you see my sandwich, and I post this on Instagram all the time. Like, I always get questions about what I'm eating. This is called a chicken Gansett wrap. So there's chicken, there's eggplant, there's balsamic, there's lettuce, tomato, red peppers, and trust me, it is an awesome sandwich. And it's actually pretty affordable too. They make great wraps, sandwiches. You guys saw some of the other menu stuff on there. So if you're ever in South County, Rhode Island, it's a definite must stop. They actually have another location in Westerly, Rhode Island as well, but that's called Pickpockets. But what I'll go ahead and do is link them in the description box for their information for their website, but definitely check it out. If you guys ever come and visit me in lonely old Rhode Island, then I will definitely bring you guys there because honestly, again, it's rated GAF. So that's where we're gonna cut the video because I'm getting hungry, I need to eat, and y'all need to go watch some other videos as well, I'm sure. So in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.